When you're training your dog, if you're trying to correct an old behavior and create a new behavior, you might find yourself unsure whether you're making progress or not. Maybe your dog seems to understand it at first, but then they stop responding. Or maybe they grasp part of the behavior, but not the full meaning. This can be frustrating, but the key to success is identifying the 5 milestones that indicate whether you're on the right track. Number 1, learning the behavior. 2, creating clarity and boundaries for the behavior. 3, challenging the behavior. 4, generalizing the behavior. And 5, repetition and internalization. Now let's break each milestone in detail. Milestone 1, learning the behavior. The first step is simply teaching the dog what the behavior means. At this stage, their understanding is one-dimensional. For an example, if you teach your dog the word sit, they may sit briefly, then immediately stand back up. To them, they've completed the task and now it's over. And that's why it's important to move to milestone 2, clarity and boundaries. Once your dog understands the basic behavior, the next step is reinforcing clarity. This means making it clear that sit doesn't mean sit for a second. It means stay until you're released. Here you establish expectations, such as remaining in the sit even if I turn my back on you, go out of sight, walk away from you, or maybe I bend down to tie my shoe. This is also where boundaries come in. If your dog chooses to break the sit despite understanding the expectation, there will now be a consequence. Now let's move on to milestone 3, and that's challenging the behavior. Now that your dog understands the behavior and its boundaries, it's time to strengthen it by adding challenges. Can they stay seated despite distractions such as noises, movement, smells, people, animals, or objects? This stage ensures your dog can hold the behavior even through temptations or adversity. Milestone 4, generalizing the behavior. Dogs don't generalize behaviors very well, meaning a behavior learned in one location, like your living room, may not automatically transfer to another, like a park, your friend's house, or a public facility. To solidify the training, you must practice in various environments, so your dog learns that the behavior is applied everywhere, not just your home. Number 5, the final milestone, repetition and internalization. This is where everything comes together. Repetition leads to consistency, and consistency leads to habit. Through continued practice, your dog starts seeing this new behavior as a routine, an anticipated response, and eventually a natural way of being. So think about the behavior you're trying to change in your dog. In which milestone do you think your dog is currently at? If your dog isn't progressing, it may be because you haven't completed one of the earlier steps. Most importantly, to ensure your dog doesn't run out of gas before you reach the final milestone, you must keep them motivated. Removing motivators such as treats can stall your progress. So be strategic in your reward system. I hope this tip helps. Until next time, have fun training your dog.